You kissed me hot, hard, and wet. Gosh, the guy can kiss. Not that I kissed a lot of guys, but you'll know from how he controlled it. I want you, he said, and I searched his face. I want you too, I thought, but couldn't say it out loud. I opened mouth to reply when we heard a knock. We separated just as Ethan walked in. Hey, man. He paused. Is everything okay? Morning, sir, I greeted, then ran out. God, that was close. Can't believe I almost told him I wanted him too. I would have looked cheap. Thank goodness Ethan came at the right time. I went to the bathroom and splashed little water on my face, 'cause my face is flushed. Flashes of the past came to me, trying to drag me back to the forbidden zone, but I shut it out, took a deep breath, and walked out. Justin. I glared at Ethan. What are you doing here? Just when things are going great, and you just ruined it with your presence. He raised his hands in a mock surrender. Chill, man. I didn't know it was getting hot in here. And damn, is that your PA? What happened to her clothes? You know, I kind of like her in her old ones, but this... I eyed him, not knowing what to do. I wished my imaginations were true, that she agreed. Would have taken her on my desk. That has been one of my fantasy. But it's good knowing that she wants me, even if she didn't admit it. Hello? Are you listening to me? I shot him a look. What? I barked. He laughed. Someone's in a bad mood. I said, what happened to your office romance not allowed rule? I've canceled it. He laughed so hard again that I felt like punching him. Oh my God, you really are serious about this. What are you doing here? He smirked. Have you forgotten our get-together? Your hot sis wouldn't be able to make it. Arr! Izzy's messing with my head. Why did I kiss her in the first place? Now I wouldn't be able to get her taste out of my head for a long time. Izzy. I walked to the bus station after work. Didn't take my car because of my aunt. How can you dress up like this and drive that thing you call a car? She had said when I took my keys. I was still walking to the bus stop when a car pulled in front of me. Before I could process what was happening, two huge guys came out from the car and grabbed me. What do you... Before I could finish my statement, they covered my nose with a handkerchief. Then I blacked out. I opened my eyes and found myself in a basement. My hands were tied behind me to a chair. Oh, you're awake, I heard a voice say, and tried turning toward the direction. Why does the voice sound familiar? Someone moved to my front and I gasped, guess who it was? Lucy. I thought of a plan to get back at that bitch for what she did. Perfect. I think I have one. I picked up my phone to call my goon. What are you doing? Jenny asked. I think I've got the perfect plan for that bitch. Wow, that's great. The job is done, one of the guys said. Good, I'll meet you there in 30 minutes. I ended the call. I got to the basement and saw her tied up just like I asked. You are finally awake, I said, walking close to her. Her eyes widened as she tried to talk, but couldn't because her mouth were sealed with the tape. Oh, honey, it's so nice to see you again. You're surprised, right? I laughed evilly. Did you think you could beat me up and go free? You thought wrong, honey. And so going to make you regret ever laying your filthy hands on me, I said, landing a hot slap on her face. This will not be fun if I don't hear her scream, I thought, removing the tape from her mouth. Ah! I screamed as she tore the tape from my mouth. I'm gonna make you pay for this, I shouted, trying to free myself. Thanks for the training the M brothers made me undergo after that incident. This bitch doesn't know who she's dealing with. She hit me again, but I didn't want to give her the satisfaction of hearing me scream, so I kept quiet. I tried freeing myself from the chair when she hit me with a pipe. I gasped, breathing hard. She'll kill me here if I don't do something. She beat me up continuously until I finally freed myself. I kicked her hard and landed a punch on her face. She fell down with a scream. I was still beating her when one of the goons came in. He rushed to me trying to get hold of me, but I kicked him in the balls and hit him on his head. He fainted and I quickly tied him up. Then I looked around for an exit, but couldn't find any. My eyes landed on my bag. Thank goodness they brought it here. I quickly rushed to it, searched for my phone, and dialed Justin's number. God, please let him pick up. Hello, Izzy. Oh, thank you. Justin, please help me, I said quickly. Izzy, are you okay? I've been kidnapped. I really need your help. I was still on the phone when someone hit me on the head, and I screamed. Justin, I was with Ethan in my house when I got a call from Izzy. I quickly picked the phone. Justin, please help me. My heart skipped a bit at her urgency. What could be the matter? What happened? I asked her. I've been kidnapped. I really need your help, she desperately said. Izzy, can you tell me where you are, or do you recognize anything around you? I waited for a reply, but the next thing I heard was a scream. I quickly got up. Damn it! I will too kill the person behind this! Is everything okay? Ethan asked. No, Izzy has been kidnapped. What? He shouted. I paced round the room, thinking of where to start from. God, I hope nothing happens to her. I took out phone to call the police. Why don't you track her phone before calling the cops? He suggested. I paused. Good idea. I did and found out she's at a basement not far from here. I grabbed my car keys. Let's go. I screamed, turned back to see Lucy grinning with her battered lips. Take the phone away from her, she said to her thug. I want you to do whatever you want, with her, then leave her here with no food and no one to help. No. I struggled as one grabbed me with force. I tried to fight back but was already weak. I could feel the strength leaving me. My head is bleeding badly and my body hurts. I panicked. God, please hope Justin's on his way. I know he wouldn't leave me here. And I don't want to die yet. Let go of me, I shouted. He punched me on the face and I fell down. He started taking off his clothes. I backed up. No way was I going through this again. He crouched down to touch me, and I used my nails to scratch his eyes. Ike, you bitch! I didn't wait for him to recover. I got up and ran looking for an exit. I found one and stepped out to see Lucy on her knees, her hands raised in surrender. There were cops everywhere with their guns pointed at her. Izzy! I heard and turned to see Justin running towards me. I breathed out, relieved. Then I couldn't stand anymore and felt myself falling. He caught me in time before I could hit the ground. I've got you, was the last thing I heard before I blacked out. Catherine. It was late already and Izzy hasn't got back from work. I paced round the room, really worried. I have a bad feeling something has happened to her, I said to my husband. She's not a kid, darling. She might be in her friend's place. I stopped. I know, but something doesn't feel right. She would have called and said she wasn't coming home tonight. He sighed. She's fine. Stop being paranoid. Just then the phone rang and I rushed to it. Hello? Good evening, Ma. I'm sorry to say that Izzy is in the hospital. He continued talking, but I wasn't listening. All I could hear was a loud shrill as I recalled what happened to her parent. Which hospital? I finally said. We got to the basement and saw Lucy running out of the building. Don't tell me this bitch is behind this. The cops pointed their guns at her and she raised her hands in surrender. I'll make sure she rots in jail. Where is Izzy? I asked furiously. Few minutes later, Izzy walked out. She looks like she's been badly beaten. Fuck, those bastards are so going to pay for this. She could barely stand and almost fell to the ground, but I quickly got there in time to catch her. I've got you, I said before she blacked out. I quickly rushed her to the hospital and called her aunt. 30 minutes later, she came with a man, crying. Where is Izzy? What happened? Is she okay? She asked all at once. I greeted her husband with a nod, then thought of how I'm going to say it to her. Calm down, Mrs. George. She's going to be fine. Oh my God, she cried while her husband consoled her. Yeah, he's right, honey. She's going to be okay, honey. Remember, Izzy is a fighter, he said. Just then the doctor came out and we all rushed to him. Doctor, how is she? We all asked. Are you guys related to her? Yes, tell us she's okay. Yes, she will be fine, but needs a lot of rest and someone to monitor her health. I breathed out relieved. I would have blamed myself if something happened to her. Can we go see her now? Yes, you can. Catherine, we all walked to her room. My baby, I cried, running to her bed. Her face looked swollen with bruises on her skin. Baby, who did this to you? I turned to Justin. How did this happen? She was kidnapped. Kidnapped! I almost shouted, but kept it down. Who will want to kidnap my baby? Oh God, I pray she doesn't end up traumatized. I made promise her parents to take care of her after they died in a car accident. Don't worry, the kidnapper has been apprehended. She's in police custody as we speak, Justin assured. Just then, Izzy woke up. You're awake? Let me go get the doctor, my husband said. No, I'll go. Justin walked out of the ward. Few minutes later, he came in with the doctor. How are you feeling, Isabella? He asked, checking her vitals. Fine. He turned to me. She's stable now, but we'll have to stay here till tomorrow morning. Izzy, you're coming home with me, Justin said after the doctor left. Austin and I both looked at him, surprised. I can see he cares for her, and I guess he also has feelings for her, so I agreed. I hope they can get to know more about each other and stop denying their feelings for themselves. No way, Aunt, I can't stay with him. Don't worry, hun, it's just for the time being until you get better. I guess we'll leave now so you can rest. Auntie, no, please. I turned deaf ears and we left the hospital. Justin. After they left, I stayed with Izzy until she fell asleep. I know she's been avoiding me after the kiss we shared. Let's see how she'd do that now that we'll be living together. I smirked as I remembered the look on her face when I suggested she stay with me, but sobered as I watched her face. She's so beautiful and looks peaceful in her sleep. I blame myself for what happened to her, and I promise I'm going to make it up to her. But first, I have to go check on Lucy. She'll regret ever laying a finger on my crazy PA. I walked into Izzy's room with her breakfast, but stopped when I heard her singing. So, I'm gonna love you, like I'm gonna lose you. I'm gonna hold you. Like I'm saying goodbye. I stood there listening to her, 'cause her voice is so sweet and melodious. She turned off the shower and I remembered I'm still holding the tray when the door opened. She stepped out and damn. She looks like every man's dream, water dripping down her skin with a short towel wrapped around her. My eyes traveled down to her chest and her nipples got hard, then went to her thighs. They were tight and perfect with no ounce of fat. You're staring, she said, snapping me out of my fantasy. I looked back at her to see her flushed pink. Yeah, I like what I'm seeing. She blushed more. She cleared her throat. Can I get something to wear? I gave her a nod. I brought breakfast. Thanks. I left the room and leaned on the door, breathing hard. This is going to be a long week. I told Eunice to cancel all my appointments for next 2 weeks so I could take care of Izzy. She had smiled and gave me a knowing look. I took my packet shirt and a t-shirt, then knocked on her door. I waited, but as no reply came, I opened the door and went in. She turned when she noticed me. I had to use your blow dryer. Hope you don't mind? I mutely shook my head and gave her the cloth while looking at her hair. Thanks, she muttered. What is it with me and her hair? I thought as I left her room. Just then, I heard the doorbell and went to check who's at the door. Hello, big brother. Tasha greeted me with a peck on my cheek when I opened the door. She looks pretty as always. Why won't she, when her brother is a billionaire? Though she also has a company of her own. What are you doing here? I asked. Only my sister comes here uninvited. I don't blame her. She's our daddy's little princess. Ever since the poor man lost my mom, he isolated himself. He only visits me and Tasha whenever he feels lonely. Do I need a reason to visit my brother, dearest? Besides, I didn't come here for you. Where's Izzy? I opened my mouth to answer. Never mind, I know where to find her. Then she's gone. I went to my office to see if I can get some work done with this hard-on Izzy cause. Izzy. Tasha called after Justin left the room that she was on her way. I quickly put on Justin's shirt and packed my head up in a ponytail. I was eating breakfast when I heard a knock. Izzy. Open up. It's me. Come on in, Tasha. She came in looking hot. Oh my God, I missed you, she said, hugging me. I smiled. That's one of the things I love about Tasha. She's a hugger. Missed you too, girlfriend. How have you been? I should be asking you that. I was really scared when I heard you were kidnapped. Don't scare me like that again, she pouted. I'm okay, see? I said, turning round. We chatted for a while till she got up and was ready to leave. I'll be on my way now. Take care of yourself, okay? I smiled. Once she left, I stayed in the room till evening. I'll admit that I'm hiding from Justin, but I can't anymore, 'cause I'm hungry. I got up and decided to go down. It's not like anything would happen, right? Justin. It was evening already, and Ellie, my cook, has already retired for the night. Tasha left long ago, stopping to ask me something that has been bothering me lately. "Do you love Isabella?" she had asked. I couldn't reply her then, but now that I think about it, I realize that I love her. But how did that happen? I never thought I could love someone after Jenny. I had hardened my heart to anything feelings. But Izzy walked into my life, melting my cold heart with her craziness. I was in the living room watching TV when I heard footsteps. I turned to see Izzy coming down the stairs. Oh Lord, what is this lady trying to do to me? I haven't fully recovered from seeing her in just that towel. Now she wearing my shirt that stops above her knee, upping all sexy. I love the way my shirt looks on her. She walked to where I was but couldn't talk. I was just lost staring at her. I felt like drawing her close and kissing her. She cleared her throat and said, "I think I'll just keep wearing your clothes until I leave here. They're so comfy." My eyes bulge. "What?" I shouted. "No way would I let her wear this for 2 weeks. Is she trying to seduce me? Now I'm just wishing she'll wear those her great-great-grandmother's cloth." "Anyways, what's for dinner? I'm hungry," she asked, moving to the kitchen. "Ellie prepared your favorite. It's on the counter." "Really? Oh my God, chicken." I rolled my eyes. I've never seen a person who loves chicken like she do. She came to sit with me as in the living room. I pretended I was watching TV. She didn't know I was actually watching her. She bit into the chicken, moaning, Ellie, you're the best." She licked her fingers and continued making small noise. I shifted and adjusted my trouser. This girl doesn't even realize that she's affecting me. She took a huge bite again and groaned. "Fuck," I said, getting up. She looked up, surprised, as I took the plate away from her and fused my lips together with hers. I took her plates away and fused my lips against hers. She gasped, and I used the opportunity to put my tongue in her mouth. She tastes like chicken and Izzy. The combination was heady. My hand trailed her legs and went into her shirt, only to find out she's not putting on panties. Fuck, this woman is making me lose control. I pulling back and searched her face. It was filled with lust and fear. Have someone hurt her before? The thought got me angry, but I suppressed it. "Are you okay?" I asked. She was quiet at first. I thought she wouldn't reply. "I'm scared," she whispered in a small voice. I cupped her face. "You've never done this before? Talk to me." She pulled away and started pacing. "It's not that." She paused and looked at me, biting her lips. I nodded. "Go on. I was raped in high school." "Fuck." I went to her and pulled her to the couch. "I'm sorry." She shook her head. "I was traumatized after that for a year. It was actually the M brothers, and through therapy, that helped me get through it. No wonder they were so protective that day. So yeah, I haven't been physical with anyone." She blinked tears from her eyes. I know she's trying to be strong. She's saying it like it's nothing, but I could tell she has been through a lot. "Come here." I cleaned her tears and pulled her into a hug. I tried closing my legs, but he held it firmly. I squirmed, trying to get used to the feeling of having him stare at my honeypot like he's seeing gold for the first time. The next thing I knew was he bent his head and used his mouth on me. I squealed, trying to push his head away. He laughed. "It's okay, babe. Just sit and enjoy," was the only thing he said before went back to eating me. I started enjoying the feeling. It was strange, different from. "Oh," I moaned, jerking my hips to meet his tongue. My eyes widened as I stared at her. I'm really trying to understand what's going on here. "What did I tell you about coming here?" Justin barked, startling me. "They clearly have a past here." She turned to me and smiled. "Hi, dear. I'm Jenny, Justin's girlfriend." She brought her hand for me to shake, but I shook my head and ran up the stairs. "Izzy, listen to me. She's lying." I got to my room and shut the door loudly behind me. I sat down on the floor and leaned my head on the door. "Justin." I watched as Izzy ran up the stairs, shutting the door behind her. I angrily turned to Jenny. "What are you doing here?" I shouted. Honestly, I would have slapped her if I usually beat women. "Why are you mad?" "I told you I'd be back. Besides, we're still dating, so I have every rights to come to my boyfriend's house." She sat down on the couch. "Where's Ellie? Would you please tell her to make me dinner?" The nerves. I scoffed. "Give me the keys." "No, why would I do that?" "I said, give me the keys now," I shouted. She quickly searched her purse and brought it out. "Keep it on the table and leave." She got up, walking towards me. "Babe, don't be like that. I mean, I've got everything." She touched her boobs, trying to seduce me. I shook my head and grabbed her hand, then dragged her to the door. "Justin, let go of me. You're hurting me." "Is it because of that bitch in there? I can give you what you need 100 times better than what she will." I threw her outside. "Let me make this clear to you. Izzy is 100 times better than you. There's nothing you have that can compare to what she has. And the next time I see you anywhere near this building, you'll regret ever knowing me." I shut the door to her face and leaned on it. Just when things were going great, this bitch just ruined it. To say I was shocked when Justin threw me out of the house like a piece of trash would be an understatement of the year. I'm still finding it very hard to believe he could do that. I mean, how could he? For that slut he left in his house. I paced the room as I thought of how to get back at him. I fumed more as I thought of his last words. "If I find you anywhere in this house, I'll make sure you regret ever knowing me." Arg, Justin has crossed the line too. I'll make that girl leave him for humiliating me that way. I leaned on the door thinking about what just happened. Why did I even run in the first place? Was it jealousy? If I was jealous, does that mean I have feelings for him? Gosh, this is so confusing. I can't have feelings for my boss. What would people think if they find out we're in a relationship? It's just wrong. I wasn't mad when that bitch introduced herself as Justin's girlfriend, no. I felt hurt that after what we've shared, me telling him my past, I realized that I don't know a single thing about him. Yeah, I get he's a playboy, so I should expect that kind of shit from women if I'm gonna date him. What am I thinking? He hasn't even asked me out yet, and I've concluded. I know he's shown interest in me, but what if he just wants my body? I wouldn't be able to handle it if he uses and dumped me. Maybe I have deprived myself from guys for so long, that's why I'm having all this mixed feelings. Right. I heard footsteps coming towards my room and held my breath. Justin. I got to her room door and listened. Everywhere was quiet, so I sat by the door and leaned on it. I knew she was awake, so I started talking. Jenny is my ex-girlfriend. We broke up 2 years ago, 'cause... Then I told her about Jenny. I never loved her, Izzy. I thought I did, but I was only lying to myself. She made me hardened my heart, made me think women are the same. But then you came into my office that day, with the most hideous suit I've ever seen. And I think I fell in love with you, the moment you sang beautifully. I thought you were an angel then. I've been trying to deny the feelings, but I can't anymore. You'll never know how scared I felt when you called and said you were kidnapped. The first thought that came into my mind was, would I ever get to see you again? I heard rumbling and the door opened. She knelt down beside me and cupped my face. You love me? She gazed into my eyes looking for reassurance. I cupped her cheek. Yes, Isabella George, I love you, even though you're crazy and love wearing hideous clothes. She laughed. They're not hideous. It was my great. I helped her completed it. Great grandmother's clothes. She smiled. Yes. I smiled back. She got serious. Justin, I love you too, but I don't want to be one of your whores you use and dispose. I want more. I'm the kind of girl who'll want children someday, and... I kissed her, then cutting her off. Relishing her taste, she moaned into my mouth. I deepened the kiss and held her waist, bringing her closer. She pushed back, breathing hard. I haven't finished talking. I went to kiss her again, but she pulled away. I sighed. Fine, I don't mind having 20 children for you. Her eyes widened. No way, who said anything about having 20 kids? I laughed and went to kiss her, but she pulled back. Oh, come on, I want a taste of your lips, I whined. She laughed and gave me the fastest kiss I've ever heard. She smirked. You'll do whatever you want with me when I finish talking. Arg, now you've put images of what I'll like to do to you in my head. Okay, As I was saying, I won't be able to work for you if we're dating. I blinked at first, then what she said sang in. What? I shouted. She nodded slowly. Yes. You're working for me. I don't care what people think. She opened her mouth to argue, but I kissed her instead, lifting and taking her to the bedroom. Justin's shirt, here I come, I thought. They're much more comfortable than my old clothes. I wrapped a towel around me and walked out, but stopped when I saw racks of ladies' clothes hanging. They filled the room and look really expensive. I blinked. Oh no. This can't be for Justin. They're definitely mine. Ugh, he ruined my plans. Anyways, I don't have a choice. I have to wear it because I don't have any. I went to check it out and wow, he really does know how to order clothes. I picked a red short dress and tried it on. I looked at myself in the mirror. Gosh, I look sexy. The dress brought out my curves. Just then, my phone rang. It's the M brothers. I quickly picked it up. Hi dear, we actually on our way to see you. Really? Yes, see you soon. I giddily hang up the call. Yay! I'm so happy that I'm going to see them today. I really missed them. Just then, the door opened and Justin came in. His mouth dropped open as he saw me. Memories of last night flooded my mind and I blushed fiercely. Good morning, I muttered. He came to me and kissed me. You look beautiful, he whispered in my ears. I blushed more. Thanks for the clothes, but I won't get to wear your shirt anymore, I said, pouting. He chuckled. Hope you like the clothes? Yeah, I do, but don't you think it's too much for one person? He rolled his eyes. It's not too much for my angel. Breakfast is ready. Yay, I'm famished. After breakfast, we were in the living room, watching a movie, when we heard the doorbell. I'll go get it, Justin said, walking to the door. I had voices and immediately knew it was the M brothers. Soon, they walked in holding many bags in their hands. Mike was stuffing popcorn in his mouth. I ran to hug them. The popcorn in Mike's hand fell. Oh my God, who are you and what have you done with our Izzy? Mike shouted with their mouths opened. I paused. What do you mean? Well, your dress. What about it? You've never worn this kind of dress, Mason muttered. Whoa, look at those curves, Maddie said, walking close to me. Immediately, Justin pulled me to his side. Maddie raised a brow. Whoa, are you guys an item now? They brothers asked, walking towards Justin. God, I hope this ends well. Yes, we are, Justin answered. The M brothers had a silent conversation with themselves and turned back to Justin. If you dare hurt our princess in any way or make her cry, we're gonna cut off your dick, Mike whispered in his ear. Anyways, Izzy, we brought you gifts. I smiled. Really? Yes, sorry we didn't come to check on you at the hospital. It's okay, I said, walking to the gift bags. I opened one and saw... Oh my God! Chicken! There are other gifts in the bag, Maddie said, smiling. I'll check that out once I'm done with this. It's not like I'm hungry. I just ate, but there's always a reserved space for chicken. You chicken monster, Justin said, and I glared at him and focused on my meat. By the way, we've burnt your car. Immediately, the chicken fell from my hand. Yes, finally that monster is gone, Justin shouted. I was still silent when Mason said, This calls for celebration. What they said finally sunk in. You did what? I yelled at the top of my lungs, almost bring the roof down. Oh, she's furious, Maddie muttered. I think we'll be on our way now, Mike said in a baby voice. Justin glared at him. Are you trying to leave me here? I asked you guys a question, I shouted. They slowly backed to the door, but I was quick to lock the door. I turned to them and smirked evilly. You're all at my mercy now. But I didn't do anything, Justin said in a small voice, making puppy eyes at me. I raised a brow. Well, you were also happy that my baby got burnt, so you're also going to face the wrath of the Queen, Isabella George. I smiled as their face went pale. You're all gonna face the wrath of Queen of Isabella George. Okay, I'm getting to know the real crazy Izzy, she said with so much seriousness that I had to swallow. I waited for what she'll do, but was shocked when she turned and went upstairs with the keys. Come on, Izzy, I have a date, Maddie yelled. Yeah, me too, said Mason. Well, I have a fuck appointment. We all turned to him. What? I shook my head. So what now? They went to the couch and relaxed. Oh, Izzy would not let us get away with it. She'll come up with something, Mike said. Really? But why did you burn her baby? They shrugged. It's for her own good. We started playing games after that, since Izzy locked the door. It's obvious that she has done this before, 'cause the M brothers doesn't look bothered. Well, my own case is that I wasn't even part of the people that burnt the car. I didn't know when I said finally that monster is gone, it actually slipped. I got up to check on her to see if she's still mad. I tried opening the door, but it was locked. Izzy, open up. I'll get you a new car. Go away, Justin. Please, they did it for your own good. To be honest, that wasn't a car. It actually came out from a horror movie and... You're making it worse, Justin, she muttered. That's true. I won't lie. I'm actually happy the car is gone. I hate seeing that thing parked in at work. Justin left after his so-called effort of calming me down, but it didn't work. I'm so furious. I might strangle someone. Don't they know that car meant a lot to me? I thought of what to do and smiled when an idea popped into my head. I texted Tasha and Ella on what to do, then waited till the guys fell asleep. I heard a beep and went to my window to see them waving. I picked up my phone and quietly opened my door. I sneaked to the living room to see the guys sprawled out on the floor. Nice. I texted Tasha. Coast is clear. Great, open up. I pocketed my phone and went to the door. Hey, Tasha whispered, hugging me. Hi, where's Ella? I asked once we separated. She pointed behind her, and I saw Ella coming with the stuff I needed. She dropped it, and I gave her a high five. We sneaked to where the guys are and started work. Ella went to Mason. Tasha went to Maddie, while I did both Mike and Justin. Justin's was a little bit tricky, 'cause he's a light sleeper unlike the M brothers. But I was still able to do him without waking him up. We finished our work around 4 a.m. Is camera set? I asked. Yes, just need a little setup and we're done, Ella said, moving towards the flower vase. We went to the room after that to wait for them. I can't wait to see the look on their faces, Tasha said giddily. Me too, girlfriend. Mike. I yawned sleepily, opening my eyes to see that the guys were still asleep. I got up and stretched, but paused when I saw a monster looking back at me. Arr! I squealed. They all got up. What is it? Then, Arr! It screamed, pointing at me while I pointed at them. Your face, Maddie yelled. No, your face, I countered back. I paused when I realized it's my reflection staring back at me. I'll guess they realized it too, 'cause we shouted at the same time. My face! Then we ran to the bathroom. Where's the soap? Here. I collected the soap and scrubbed my face. I scrubbed and scrubbed, but realized it wasn't washing off. My eyes met Justin, and we started screaming again. Izzy. We burst out laughing as we watched screaming their ass out. Oh God, look at Mike, Ella say, and we laughed again. I'm so loving this. Me too. And it's just the beginning. Okay, let's get ready for the second phase, I said, rubbing my hands together. They won't be able to get the face paint off till after 24 hours. Justin, God, I'm dead. My face feels like it's on fire 'cause of too much scrubbing, but nothing is working. I started panicking. What if it never washes off? And what on earth did Izzy put on our face? We all walked out of the bathroom to the living room, but stopped, shocked by what we were seeing. The room was filled with workers, both mine and the M brothers. Eunice and even Ethan was here too, laughing their ass out. Say cheese, I heard before my eyes was blinded by flashlights. Arr, stop it, we said, but no one was listening. We ran out of the house after Izzy humiliated us in front of our employees. God, that girl is something else. Thank goodness we drove ourselves here. We got into the car breathing hard. Who else is regretting burning her car? I asked. They shrugged, not me. We waited a little bit to catch our breath, but when we saw our employees coming after us, Mason shut his door. Go, 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 we yelled at him. Phew, our princess is scary when angry, Maddie said once we got to the road. We all thought of what just happened and burst out laughing. Who knows when this will come off? I don't want my babes to see me with this, I whined, pointing at my face. It's a face paint, Mason said. Won't come off till after 24 hours. What? You expect me to wear this for a day? He smirked. That'll make you think properly before touching her things. It was your idea, I cried. Next day, do you think it's a good idea to go to work today? I asked Mason. Well, the business won't run itself. We've been gone for 2 days. We were in our limousine. A chauffeur was driving us. I glanced at my brothers, who were typing furiously on phones. But don't you think we should allow things to die down before going to work? I asked. It seems like I'm the only one being reasonable here. They didn't reply. I looked out through the window and watched as the chauffeur parked the car. I blinked when I saw the office billboard. Oh no, guys. ... Guys, look! They glanced up and their jaw dropped opened. There were pictures of us shouting, looking scared. Who put that there? Mason shouted. Who else will do such a thing? Maddie asked, shaking his head. We heard our names and turned to see 3 ladies coming our way. They were one of my babe, Maddie's girlfriend, and Mason X. Oh God. Izzy, you're so good. My coworkers praised me. Justin has ran upstairs and hasn't come down. I smiled as we chatted. How did you pull that off? Oh, you know, with my girl squad, I said. They stayed till mid-afternoon before I asked them to leave. All right, people, it's time to go to your various houses. Tasha hugged me before she left. She was elated when she found out Justin and I were dating. Good, I found someone that'll put him in his place, she had said. I closed the door once everyone left. At least I got my revenge. I was on my way to the kitchen but stopped when I saw Justin looking furious. Oh. I paused. Hi. He started walking towards me. Why did you do this to me? I moved away from him. It was hard trying to keep a straight face, 'cause the paint was still on his face. I drew something like a goat, and it wasn't helping at all. Are you laughing at me? He asked. I moved to the dining, and he kept coming at me. No, why would I? I saw he was getting closer and started running. I turned, saw him chasing after me, and squealed. I ran up the stairs and almost got to my room when he caught me. He started tickling me. Stop it, I laughed. Okay, I'm sorry, I said, laughing. He kissed me hard, carried me to his bedroom, and made love to me. I woke up the next day and remember my job interview. Yeah, I know Justin will be mad when he finds out, but I can't work for him when I'm dating him. It makes me feel like a slut, like I slept with him in order to be his PA. I got up and saw a tray at the side table with a note on it saying that he has an appointment. Perfect. I quickly dressed up and met Justin's driver, Johnson. Morning, Izzy. You're looking good. Thank you. I gave him the work address but changed my mind. Take me to my aunt's house first. I need to get something. There's no way I'll go to the interview without my lucky suit. When we got home, I got out of the car. I'll be back in a few, I said, running up the stairs. Hi, Uncle. Cherry pie. What are you doing here? I was already in my room. I searched my wardrobe but couldn't find it. I frowned. Where did I drop it? I searched again when I didn't see it. I went to my aunt's room to check but couldn't find it. Uncle, did you see my lucky suit? I shouted. Oh, your aunt gave it to the orphanage. I blinked, speechless. What? Your aunt gave it to the orphanage. Speechless, I shouted, what? I walked downstairs to where he was sitting. What do you mean she gave it to the orphanage? With whose permission did she do that? He swallowed when he saw how annoyed I am. Well, I guess she gave it out 'cause she thought you wouldn't be needing it anymore. I mean, you've gotten new clothes. I glared at him. Where is she? Where else would she be? At work, of course. I fumed, taking a calming breath. What is it with this people and my things? Ah! I walked out angrily to the car. Let's go, I told the driver. Is everything okay? I murmured yes, 'cause nothing is okay. If she wasn't my aunt, I would have. My phone rang, disrupting me from my thoughts. I smiled as I saw it's a text from Justin, saying that I should dress up. We'll be going out for a date in the evening. He has a way of calming me down. I wonder where he wants to take me. We're here, Johnson said. I looked up at the building. It's a media job. Nothing big, but it's something. I got down from the car and went to the receptionist. Hi, what can I do for you? The brunette lady asked. I'm here for a job interview. Okay, this way. After the interview, I went to the car and Johnson drove me home. On our way, I kept seeing Johnson looking up through the rearview mirror. I frowned. Is everything okay? I asked. I think we're being followed. What? I turned around to see a big trailer truck coming at us with speed. Turn right, let's see if we're really been followed. He did. I turned and saw it on our tail. Shit. I picked up my phone and dialed Justin's number. Hey babe, are you up? Yes, Justin, we're been followed. Following you? I hit my head and screamed as the truck hit our car. Can't you drive faster? I yelled at the driver. Izzy, are you okay? What's happening? Where are you? I'm on way back from a job interview, and Johnson realized we're being followed. It's a red truck. Interview. Shit. I'll track you guys now. Don't hang up. I turned and looked closely and saw a woman riding the truck. Wait, is that Jenny? Justin, I got a call from Eunice saying that I needed to attend a business meeting. Can't you postpone it? I asked. I'm sorry, no. This one's important. I hang up and glanced at Izzy. She looks peaceful. In her sleep, you'll never know she's crazy. I kissed her cheek before going to prepare. After the meeting, I decided to go to my office to get some work done. It was boring without Izzy here. Just then, my phone rang. I smiled as I saw it's Izzy. I bet she's just waking up. Hey, babe. My heart skipped a beat when she said they were being followed. Where are you? Are you okay? I asked, moving to the door. I had her scream and felt like going mad. Hello? Izzy? Can you hear me? Izzy! Damn it! Gosh, I hope nothing happens to her. Izzy! Shit! This girl has gone crazy. She is driven beside us now, and is using the truck to hit our car. Oh God, help us. I don't want to die. I screamed as the truck hit our car. Harder this time. Faster, Johnson, I yelled. He sped up, and we overtook the truck. I turned and saw that she's behind. We drove for miles. When we realized she's no longer on our trail, I breathed out relieved. We lost her. Are you okay, Izzy? You're bleeding. I frowned. Huh? I touched my forehead and saw blood. I suddenly felt dizzy before I fainted. Then, I rushed to the hospital when Johnson called and filled me in on what went on. She's fine. Just a minor bruise on her head, the doctor said. Can I go see her now? Yes, sir. I went to the ward and saw she was awake. She sat up when she saw me. Hi. I walked to her and kissed her softly, gently touching her bandaged head. Does it hurt? She shook her head. You gave me a scare. The police are working on it and would like to take your report. Are you up for it? She nodded. Yeah, sure. I kissed her one more time before getting up. I got to the door when she called my name. It was Jenny. Fuck, are you sure about this? Yeah, she was hell-bent on hitting our car, but don't know why she retreated. I nodded and went to signal the policeman. I know Jenny. She was just giving a warning. This won't be the last time she'll attack. That thought got me really scared for Izzy. I don't want any harm to come her way. I'll have to tighten my security. The policeman took her statement and we got discharged. Izzy, it was late afternoon when we got home. Justin has been quiet. I know he's mad about what happened, but don't know what to do about it. We were in the room, laying on bed. Justin has been staring at the ceiling, lost in thought. I'm sorry for not telling you about the job, I muttered softly. He just shook his head and kept silent. Well, that didn't work. What will I do now? I got an idea and got up. He turned to me. You're supposed to be in bed. I ignored him and started stripping. I backed him and unbuttoned my top slowly, knowing his attention was on me. Then went to my skirt zipper and slowly dragged it down, bending over in a way that left my ass up in the air. I heard cussed and hid a smile. I moved the skirt to the side and stood up. I was now left standing in my undies. I went behind my back and unhooked my bra, then slowly removed the straps and let it fall to the floor. I heard him swallow. His breathing is now labored as I got to my panties. I took it off, wiggling my ass as I let it drop to the floor before walking naked towards the connecting bathroom. I made sure to swing my waist, taking my steps. I was almost at the bathroom when I felt his hands snaked around my waist, jerking me to his chest. You wicked woman, I smiled. Are you trying to drive me crazy? He brought my lips to his. I can feel his hard-on poking on my tummy. Yeah, that's what you did to me. You got me so hard. I could barely walk to you, he said like he heard my thoughts. rubbed his dick on me teasingly before saying, "So you really don't want to work for me?" I shook my head. No. He sighed. "Fine, but I'll be the one to find a workplace for you. In fact, you'll be working for Ethan. Agreed?" I gasped as he suddenly put his finger in me. "Answer me." "Yeah." "Yes, agreed." I moaned, aching into him as he added another finger. "Justin, I can feel you getting close." I can feel myself getting close. My moans filled the room. "I want you in me." I finally got out. "Fuck." He turned me over, my breast pressed to the cold walls. I gasped at the feeling. He suddenly held my waist, and in one swift move, he roughly entered me. "Arr!" I moaned. Only slapping of skin could be heard in the room. He pinched my hard nipple, making me gasp. The feeling of both pain and pleasure made me loose it. I came all over him, the strength leaving me. He continued pounding into me again and again before exploding inside me, groaning my name. We both fell on the floor, breathing hard. "We need to dress up for our date," I said. "You still want to go out? Jenny might be out there." "Oh, please. I don't want that woman to ruin my day." "We'd both go on our date, but I'll get to pick place." He raised his brow. "Oh, what do you have in mind?" I smiled. "I won't tell you. It's a surprise." He started tickling me. "No, stop it." I laughed, pushing him away and rushed to the bathroom. I got into shower, smiling. I never thought I could pull that off. Ella and Tasha have been giving me tips on how to please a man. I guess it worked. I waited for Justin to join me, but he was taking long, so I started bathing. I got out from shower and couldn't find Justin in the room. I was applying lotion when he walked in looking bothered. "What's wrong?" "Nothing." He kissed me, palming my ass before going to the bathroom. "Why do I feel like something's going on?" I shrugged. Maybe I'm just paranoid. I quickly put on a jean and pink top, then applied makeup. I thought about my old clothes and pouted. I really missed them. Guess I'll have to let them go. Justin came out dripping wet. Gosh, those abs. I felt like running my tongue over it. My breath hitched as I looked down. His hard already? I squeezed my thighs together and glanced up at him. "Have you taken your fill? 'Cause with the way you're looking at me, we wouldn't leave this house." I blushed. He walked towards me and wanted to kiss me, but I pulled back. "Go dress up. It's getting late." "You brought me to a park?" I laughed at the shocked look on his face. "Yeah, you're so uptight, so I decided we're gonna have fun today." "What?" I shook my head and took his hand. "Let's go." "Justin." My phone rang when Izzy went to the bathroom. I saw it was Mark, the policeman. "Hello," I answered, walking out of the room. "Sir, we've located the truck." "Okay, have you arrested her?" I asked. "I'm sorry, sir, but she wasn't in the truck. She left it abandoned in a deserted area." I sighed. "So what are we going to do now? She's a danger to my girlfriend. We can't just let her roam around." "I think the only way to get her is through a bait." "What? You want me to use Izzy as a bait? No, forget it." "Listen to me, sir. It's the only way. It seems like Jenny is out to kill. We wouldn't want anything happening to Miss Isabella." I moved my hair from my face with my hand. "I can't wait for Jenny to get behind bars." Jenny. I parked my truck under the bridge and went to the hotel I'm staying for the main time. I can't go to my house because I know the police are after me. Later that day, I got a call from my spy saying that Justin and Izzy were in their way to the park. I got up. What? So they still have the guts to go out after what happened? I was actually giving Izzy a warning when I attacked her, but it seems she's not getting it. No one can take my Justin away from me. He's mine and mine alone. I'm going to make sure I kill her. I picked up my phone and called the hitman and told him the plan. "Then dress up, Justin, here I come." "Izzy, at the park." "Justin, that looks fun." I pointed at the roller coaster in glee. He was already shaking his head. "No, there's no way I'm getting on that." "Come on, please." "Not way," he said. I pouted, making doggy eyes at him. He opened his mouth to reply when a kid tugged on Justin's shirt. "Uncle, can I get that for me?" "Your wife looks pretty." My cheek flushed red as Justin looked at me. I watched him squat down to the kid's height. "What's your name?" I'm Harry, nice to meet you, say. Can you help me get that doll? My heart fluttered as he picked up the boy and walked towards the machine. Now that I think of it, I wonder what it will feel like to have a kid of my own. I watched as he tried picking a toy from the machine, but failed. He gave it several tries, but kept failing. The kid started crying when he saw Justin wasn't succeeding, and I can tell Justin was losing it, so I went to them. Excuse me. I made sure the kid was few feet away from me before I kicked the machine. Thank goodness I wore boots, not my grandma's though. You mother-fucking machine, I said in between while kicking the thing. I stopped and toys started falling out. I smiled and picked a Mickey Mouse toy. Here you go, kid. You're my hero, Aunt, Harry said. I ruffled his hair, he giggled and ran off. I turned to Justin and saw him laughing. What? I asked. He shook his head. You really are crazy. Did you just call crazy? What? Not at all. I was talking to myself. Better. I hooked my hand his and swinging it while walking. Then I saw a white and pink bunny. Aw, so cute. I untangled my hands from Justin and was about picking it up when something pierced me. Everyone started screaming and running. I heard Justin scream, Izzy. I felt a sharp pain on my chest and realized I've been shot. I was falling when Justin took a hold of me. Izzy, stay with me. Please don't leave me now, he muttered as tears dropped from his eyes. I could feel the strength leaving me as I heard siren. Justin was the last thing I said before I blacked out. God, I pray nothing happens to her. I can't leave without her. I paced round while waiting for the doctor to come out. Izzy's family and the M brothers are also here. Justin, you have to calm down. She'll be okay, Ethan said. I can't calm until I know Izzy's okay. I got it from the cops that they've arrested Jenny and the hitman when they were trying to escape. I promise I'm going to let them rot in jail. Izzy's going through this because of her. It's also partly my fault. If I was serious and cut off ties with Jenny, this wouldn't have happened. I thought of when that kid called her my wife. I had liked the sound of it, and when she gave the toy to the boy, I wondered for the first time what it'll feel like to have a family. But now, if something's to happen to her, I wouldn't have that anymore. The thought brought tears to my eyes. Mike got up and hugged me. She'll be fine, have faith. Just then, the doctor came out, and we all rushed to him. How is she? Please tell me she's alive, I said, panicking. He glanced at all of us. The surgery was successful. Thank heavens that the bullet didn't pierce her heart, or she would have been died by now. Yes. Oh my God, thank you, Catherine cried. Can we go see her now? Yeah, one at a time, please. She's sleeping for now. I nodded and walked into the room. I saw her lying on the bed, looking fragile. I kissed her forehead and sat down on the bed beside her, moving the hair from her face. I'm so sorry, Isabella, for putting you through this, but please wake up. You can't leave me alone in this world. I love you so damn much, Izzy. I wept. I grudgingly woke up too and met Izzy's eyes on me. I immediately got up. Izzy? She tried to smile. Hi. Why didn't you wake me up? I kissed her softly. She tried to sit up and winced. Ouch. I gently pushed her back. Sorry. You were sleeping peacefully. I didn't want to wake you up, she said. I smiled and kissed her. I thought I would lose you. She tried raising her hand, but I didn't let her. I gave her mine instead. I'm alive now, see? I laughed and sniffed. Yeah, I love you, Isabella George. She smiled. Love you more, Justin. 1 month later. I got discharged from the hospital today, and Justin's driving me home. I was humming to music been played. Justin has actually been quiet today. I've been catching him trying to say something, but then he'll stop whenever I faced him. So I left him. He'll say whatever's in his mind soon enough. You wouldn't know how grateful I am for being discharged. I hate hospital. Thank goodness Jenny is behind bars. I wouldn't have to be scared someone's after my life. It was late evening by time we got home. Justin helped me down from the car. My wound is healing perfectly, but I know I'll have an ugly scar. The house was dark when we walked in. What happened to the lights? I asked. Suddenly the lights came on. Surprise! Oh my God. I put my hand on my mouth. I stared at my aunt, uncle, M brothers, my coworkers, Natasha and other people, shocked. They all came to welcome me. I turned back to Justin and saw him on one knee. My heart skipped a beat as I realized what's going on. The noise died down. Izzy, from the very moment I saw you, I knew you were the one, even with your hideous suit. Everyone laughed. I smiled. Then I fell in love with you when you sang. Your voice was so enthralling. I thought you were an angel in disguise, sent to melt my cold heart. Aww. I can't leave without you, Izzy. You're the reason I'm living, and I'll like to spend the rest of my life with you. Say yes, please. He brought out a black small box and opened it, revealing a diamond ring. Oh my God, yes! Yes! He got up and pulled me into a hard kiss. He pulled, she said yes, and the crowd rejoiced. 3 months later. We did our wedding 2 months ago, with only our close friends and workers. I started working alongside with Justin in his company, since I'm now Mrs. Styles, and started donating to orphanages. I decided to let go of great-grandparents' things. Only kept some useful one I could use as memories. I thought of how I started, just singing by the roadside and trying my luck to apply for a job, and smiled. I never thought I'd ever end up where I am today, with the friends and family surrounding me. I put my hands on my tummy. Yeah, I just found out I'm pregnant and about to go tell Justin. I walked into his study and he looked up. Hey, babe. Hi. I don't know why I'm feeling nervous all of a sudden. Come here. I went to sit on his legs and thought of how to put it. I faced him and, I have a surprise for you, we both said at the same time. I laughed. Go first. No, you go first, he said, and I shook my head. Okay, fine. I actually have 2 surprises for you. Oh, I curiously asked. He nodded and stood up with me. Come, I'll show you. He took my hands and took me to a part of the mansion I've never been to before. I frowned, searching his face. This for you. I decided to open a studio for you, since you love singing. You could record songs and... I cut him off by kissing him. Thank you so much, I love it. I giddingly went in to explore, touching the instruments. I can't wait to get my hands on them. Justin dragged me out of the studio before I could start playing any. You'll have all the time to do that. Come see this. He gave me a key and took me to the garage. Press the button. I did and heard a beep. It's yours. Oh my God. I went to the white Ferrari and opened it. Thank you so much. I hugged him and got into the car. This is 100 times better than my old baby, I screamed. He rolled his eyes. I'm still waiting for my surprise. Later, hun. Let's go on a ride. Later that day, Justin is still anxious for his surprise. I took pity on him and gave him the pregnancy test and watched the emotions played on his face. You're pregnant? I smiled and nodded. Yes. He picked me up and spun me around. Thank you, love. You've made me the happiest man in the world. I chuckled and pouted. What? Why the sad face? He asked, cupping my face. I want peppered chicken. The end.